On April 1, in the blink of an eye, the Russian-Ukrainian conflict had reached its 37th day, and the situation had undergone new changes. At present, some of the Russian troops originally deployed in Kiev are taking trains from Belarus to the Donbass region because many bridges and roads in Ukraine have been destroyed, and it is not easy for the Russian army to reinforce the east from the northern front. On March 31, Zelensky said that the withdrawal of Russian troops from Kiev and Chernihiv was not voluntary, that the Russians had been repulsed by the Ukrainians, and that the Russians were preparing to launch a new offensive against Donbass. For now, the fifth round of negotiations has not resolved the differences between Russia and Ukraine is seeking all kinds of assistance from the United States and Europe, including economic, military, and intelligence. On the 31st, Kiev Mayor Klitschko came to Berlin, and the day before, on the 30th, Germany announced that it would provide Ukraine with weapons worth €300 million, including rockets, mortars, and drones. The German Defense Ministry stressed that Germany has supplied Ukraine with anti-tank missiles and anti-aircraft missiles. For Ukraine, the top priority is to obtain fighters provided by the United States, otherwise, it will be difficult for the Ukrainian army to fight back against the Russian army, which has lost its air superiority. The changes on the battlefield are mainly manifested in the following three aspects. First, the Ukrainian army began to attack the Russian mainland. Ukraine said it fired ballistic missiles at the Russian ammunition depot in Belgorod, Russia, and injured 4 Russian soldiers. Ukrainian journalist Butasov stressed that the 19th Missile Brigade of the Ukrainian Army launched a Polk-U ballistic missile at Russia, which accurately hit the Russian Army's ammunition depot, which contained missiles. Second, the Azov Battalion shouted at the Japanese people. In Mariupol, the main Ukrainian force engaged by Russian and Chechen armies was the Azov Battalion. According to Kadyrov, a large number of Azov Battalion soldiers have been annihilated, and Chechnya has taken control of eastern Mariupol, and is currently storming the Azov Battalion's stronghold. Kadyrov is confident that it won't be long before Russia takes all of Mariupol. Third, Putin began to adjust his tactics. After the completion of the first phase of the military mission, Russia took the initiative to shrink the front, with the main goal of controlling the entire Donbass. After more than a month of fighting, the Russian army dispersed Kiev, Kharkov, and Chernihiv, and blew up many Ukrainian air defense facilities, military airfields, military bases, and ammunition depots. Putin is very clear that with the current strength of the Russian army, it is difficult to achieve a general attack on Kiev and Kharkov. If the general offensive is forcibly launched, the Russian army will pay huge casualties. After all, the Ukrainian army's defense in Kiev is quite strong. In the past few days, the Ukrainian army has launched a counterattack in Kherson and Zaporizhia, causing a lot of trouble for the Russian army. Neither Zelensky nor Ukrainian military nor civilians will recognize Crimea as Russian or Russian sovereignty over Mariupol and Donbass. After the Azov Battalion was completely annihilated by Chechnya, whether the Ukrainian army would reinforce Mariupol, and how the United States would be laid out is still unknown, and it remains to be seen.